The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the 2017 NFL season between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Get ready.
On 2nd down, Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. Ooh, with a juke. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, Johnson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Luke Kuechly's absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now it's Palmer. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high five or two for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's Newton now on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Let's meet the starters on the defensive side of the football for Arizona.
And let's talk about Robert Kimdichie, their first-round pick out of Mississippi. I still remember him coming out of high school. An absolute terror, maybe the best high school prospect in the nation. People look to see if his motor is going to run high all the time, because when it does, he is something else.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. On fourth down, the Panthers hand things over to the veteran Andy Lee to punt it away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. On the return is Peterson. Oh, look at the juke. Muscles him off. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. John Brown, 43 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. From the gun on third down, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So out now come the Cardinals. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second down, here's Palmer. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 65 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Newton. That is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Let's go. Team. Regular.
Here's Palmer. And able to find John Brown. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They go to Johnson again. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On 3rd down, Palmer. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dayon Buchanan able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Peterson. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Palmer, screen play, Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Star Lotulelei continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue 58.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran Michael Kanan to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is caught at the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10. Newton again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line, right around the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again is Newton. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. A final shot before the break. Newton. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 3rd and short.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And Suckup will put this one right through. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Johnson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue regular.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
One receiver right, that's Brown.
Let's go. Regular.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he dropped it. Now he was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Third and long, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They come up in an offset eye.
Right now, blue 58.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Right now, blue deep.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Get ready, blue 95. Deep.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Here we go, blue 58. Blue 58. Deep.
On second down, Palmer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95. 59. Mike is 59. Sally 19. Sally 19.
To throw is Palmer. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And his kick is good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on second down is Newton. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They fake the give. Newton. And caught left side. Olsen. And he's brought down. Oh, now Olsen slow to get up here. Still on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. And this will complete right side to Funchess. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Carolina 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
From the red zone now, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Newton being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Steps away to his left, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Hopping over the top. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Newton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Marcus Golden in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The busy night continues for Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Five yards to gain here on 3rd down. Another pistol look here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Stays on his feet, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver, 70 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air, Newton on second down. It's caught by Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Newton now on second down. Flush to his right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Newton. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. They begin the drive with Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Arizona, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.